So you launched a new product, a new service, a new business, a new dream, and now you need customers. You need people to buy from you. What I want to share with you are 4 steps to help you get your first 5 customers. And if you follow these 4 steps, I promise you, you will get customers. And before we dive into that, I want to share with you what not to do. Because what most people do and what most people think about how to get their first 5 customers is not the best way to think. Most of us think that if we're launched a new business, a new revenue stream, a new product or a new dream, that we need to sell it to the masses. We need to launch it to the world. We need to broadcast it on social media or on the Today Show, or we need to buy ads. And the secret is that's not the best way to get a business off the ground. The fastest way to get a business off the ground is to work through your friends. In fact, there's a word for this. The word is referrals. Referrals, referrals, referrals. Revenue comes from relationships. Sales is fast, marketing is slow, and the best type of selling is referrals. Now, I know when I say referrals, sometimes people get nervous, especially if you're new to sales or you're new as a business owner or new as a content creator or information product producer or new as a service provider. You might get nervous when you hear that word referral. But when you hear the word referral, I just want you to think friend. That's what it is. It's about friends. And here's what you need to know. When you get referrals, I'm not saying that you're going to sell to your friends. In fact, that's the opposite of what you want to do, or at least the opposite of what we would encourage you to do. I will never tell you that when you launch a new product that you should go sell to your friends. In fact, I would say something totally different. You don't want to sell to your friends. You want to ask your friends for referrals. Don't sell to your friends. Ask your friends for referrals. Now, you probably say, well, how do I do that? What does that mean? Well, let's talk about a 4-step process here that you can follow. And if you follow these 4 steps, they should help you get your first 5 customers quickly. So step 1 is to do what we call a Fast 50 list. You create a Fast 50 list. A Fast 50 list is just a list of 50 people that you know in real life. And not like kind of know, not like you met them one time. Who are your 50 best friends? Make a list of 50 of them. And by the way, there's a good chance that all 50 of them are in your cell phone. So scroll through your cell phone and ask yourself, who are 50 people that I have a real relationship with? Not acquaintances, not colleagues, 50 friends. These are people that you would do a favor for them and they would do a favor for you. You make your Fast 50 list. That's step 1, a list of 50 names. Step 2 is to create what we call a trust soldier. Now, what the heck is a trust soldier? A trust soldier is a free resource. It's any free resource that you can give away that adds trust. It adds value to people's lives. And as they consume it, as they read it, as they listen to it, as they watch it, as they use it, it not only adds value to their life, but it adds credibility and trust to you and to your personal brand. So what are some examples of trust soldiers? Well, there's lots of them. One easy one would be a PDF checklist, right? You create some type of a checklist of some quick tips or some quick steps. And if you don't have a lot of money, you can just design this in PowerPoint, or you can design it on Canva. You just create a quick list. Maybe you use AI to design it, of going, here's 5 or 7 or 10 really key ideas, and you then save that as a PDF, and now you have a little ebook or a quick start guide related to whatever your expertise is. Now you have what some would call a lead magnet, but we would also call that a trust soldier. Other examples could be a short audio. You could record a little audio training. It could be 5 or 10 minutes on 3 best ways to whatever, or 7 ideas for whatever, or the 5 mistakes to avoid. Basically just an audio version of kind of like a PDF checklist, sort of the same thing. You could do that as a video. You could record a short 5-minute video, or you could record 3 short 5-minute videos, and now you have a video course, a video short course that is a value added training, and it's a trust soldier. You also could offer a free presentation or a free workshop. You could offer a free call. Those are all examples of trust soldiers. So whatever your personal brand is about, whatever your expertise is about, figure out what asset could you create that is a fairly scalable asset that you could create quickly for not a lot of money, that you could then offer people a chance to consume for free in a way that would add value to them and also build trust for you. That's the trust soldier. All right, step 3. Step 3 is now you're going to go and ask your friends from your Fast 50 list to refer you. But you're not going to ask them to refer people to buy from you. What you're actually going to ask them to do is give a gift on your behalf. You're actually going to ask them to share one of your trust soldiers. And this, you don't have to overcomplicate this. You could create a script for this using ChatGPT, or you can just write something basic. So you take your Fast 50 list and you email these people, and it sounds something like this. You say, hey, Lisa, hope you're doing great. You and I haven't talked in a while, and I wanted to give you a quick update of something that has changed in my life. I'm really excited about it. It just so happens that I have launched a new product, a new service, a new program, a new training, a new line of business, whatever, a new business. I have launched a new business, and I really prefer to do business with friends or friends of friends. What I have put together is a free resource for people that this might be a fit for. And I'm wondering if you know anyone who. And this is where you got to be specific. This is the most advanced part of this little written email communication or text communication. And by the way, you're not sending this out in masses. You're sending this out as individual messages to people that you know in real life. These are your real life friends. And you're going to send them a little message, and that little message is going to say this. And when you get to this part, you're going to clarify exactly the type of person you want to meet, that you want to be introduced to, or in this case, that you want to ask them to share your trust soldier with. So you'd say, I'm looking, for example, if it were Brand Builders Group, right? It would sound like this. It would say, I'm looking to meet anyone you know who is a mission-driven messenger, someone who is an expert or an entrepreneur who wants to reach more people. And that's how we describe our audience. So you have to change that or swap that piece out with whatever term you would use to describe your audience. That's a phrase that we call an avatar persona. So you clarify who you're trying to meet. And one of the key tips here is that the more specific, the more terrific. The more narrow and particular and focused you are about who you're trying to reach, the better results you're going to have. The more specific, the more terrific. So you say, I'm looking to be introduced to anyone who is blank. As part of announcing my new business, my new product, my new program, I have created this free resource called the whatever it's called. And I'm wondering if you would be open-minded to just sending this out to anyone you know. And actually, I would probably narrow that. I wonder if you would be open-minded to sending this out to 3 people you know who might fit this category. Is there any chance you would be willing to do that for me? And that's it. That's it. That's the whole email or the whole text. It doesn't matter how you communicate. You could do this in a conversation. In fact, it would be more powerful if you did it in a conversation. But if that makes you nervous, then you could just send it in writing. And you're going to send this to 50 people. And out of your 50 friends, if they're real friends, some of them should help you because they're not selling anything for you. They're not buying anything from you. All you're asking is for their help to give a free gift that you have created to someone that they know who might potentially be a fit for what you're doing in your life. That's not a huge ask from someone who is a real friend. So if you send out 50 of these, maybe hopefully you'll get at least 10 of your friends who will help you. And if 10 of your friends help you and they each send it to 3 people, that's 30 people who are going to get your free gift. If 30 people get your free gift, then out of those 30 people who get your free gift, we would hope that maybe like 10% of those people, 10 to 15% of those people, which would be somewhere between 3 to 5 customers, 20% would be 6, 10% would be 3, you would get your first 5 customers. Now, here's the last step though in the process. If your friend says, yes, I'd be willing to help you, then step 4 is you write the email that they will copy and paste and send to their friend on your behalf, right? Don't make it work for them. Make it easy for them. You write it up and it says something like this. Hey, John, hope you're doing great. Just came across this free resource from a good friend of mine. I don't know if you've ever heard of Rory, but he's one of my buddies who actually does a lot with helping personal brands to become more wealthy and well-known. And he actually put together this free resource that he has created, this free training called monetize the monetize your brand free video training. I actually thought you would really enjoy it. It reminded me of you, and I thought this might help you. Just wanted you to check it out. Boom. And so you write that out. You send it to your friend, and then all your friend has to do is copy, paste, and hit send. And if you do that for 50 of your friends, and a few of them send it out to 2 or 3 of their friends, there's a really high likelihood that you will get 5 customers. And you'll get those customers much faster than you would do from almost any other mechanism, because you're working through relationships. You're working through trust, and trust must always take place before there's a transaction. So follow these 4 steps. Number 1, make a list of your Fast 50. Number 2, create a valuable trust soldier. Number 3, reach out to your Fast 50 list and ask them if they would share your free resource with anyone they know in their life who might benefit from it. And then step 4, give them the email that they can copy and paste and send to those people. Do those 4 things, and I bet you'll get your first 5 customers.